Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here for Day Trading Radio. I want to put out a video. I put a video out like this a few months ago called The Ultimate Side Hustle. And it was when we started launching our prop trade alerts. And prop trading is a type of trading where you really do not have to have any money. And I find this a tremendous opportunity for traders and people just who wanted to learn to trade to get into the markets without a lot of risk and have an opportunity to actually make quite a bit of money. And we've seen that happen on the site over the last month. So it's kind of an update, kind of get you motivated, because last night I did some really good work on our bots and our signals that we send out to our prop traders, and I think that this next week is going to be an incredible week. I have a major breakthrough on our script, one of our scripts, and again, not to get ahead of myself, but a script is a kind of a program which alerts me to these higher probability zones that I send out to traders on an audio alert network using your phone, which is really kind of a cool system that we use, the Zello network, and it comes across your phone like a walkie-talkie. It's not like a phone call or a text. It actually talks to you instantaneous. So I'm going to do this video again and kind of update you on some of the things. It's really cool. I think you should take advantage of it. I don't want to make this sound like it's too much gimmicky, but you can honestly turn $27 into $2,000 in a month. And I don't kid. I'm not kidding about that. If you follow these steps, the process is very simple, and you could do this. Now, as I outlined here in the just the opening slide here, basically, what you need to have coming into this is a little bit of time. You don't need a lot of knowledge, but you should have a little basic knowledge of trading. You're going to have to open up an account, and maybe you have an account, and maybe you did some trading before, maybe you're interested in trading. It doesn't matter. You still have to open up something to place these trades. Now, with the new prop trading, this makes it very affordable. Like I said, we're going to use $27 as our starting amount. That means you're going to only risk about $27 to start off to see if this is for you. But the payoff is so much greater that it is worth the risk. Risk reward is so great in your favor. And with the $27, you're going to get a trading platform, a data feed, a charts, and the alerts coming out to you. All you need is a little bit of time to execute these trades, follow some of the instructions, and the next thing you know, you'll be possibly withdrawing some money up to $2,000 a week. All right. And again, I don't want to lure anybody thinking this is an easy thing, but it is a path to actually any other. There's people out there really pushing side hustles and stuff, drop shipping, all this different things. This is the ultimate, because there is a definite path that I've laid out to making money trading. Now, I'm going to go over that in this video. If you like it, definitely follow along and do what you can. And let's just get started right now. All right, so basically, we'll start off with what you need to do. All right, basically, you're going to be working with a firm. There's plenty of prop firms out there. I recommend two, the Bulenox and the Apex, but there's many other ones out there. And what this is doing, what these firms are doing, is they're letting you trade basically with their money, with no obligation to you. It doesn't mean like you're on the hook if you lose money or you blow up the account. You're not obligated in any way. There's the way they have this set up is pretty interesting, so we're going to kind of go through that. So this is just we'll start off by just looking at the Bulenox site here and how things run. So when you go to the site, you'll see it's broken down into what's called a qualification account. The first thing you do is just sign up to get a qualification account. Qualification account basically is a simulation account, a trading account where you're going to be trading futures. Futures are a trading vehicle like stocks and like options, but a very fast-paced you know, day trading type of vehicle that you could trade in and out, make profits, build on those profits, and get to a goal. All right, so you register, you create your account, you choose an account size, and you start your qualification process. It is easy as that. So we're going to go down here. Actually, we'll show you. We'll go up here, and you go to the Join Now here. So when you click on the Join Now, it'll bring you to the page. All right, right now they'll say what kind of membership or what kind of account you want to open up. These are the different type of accounts. All right, the from 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, all the way up to 250,000 on the accounts. These are what we're going to be talking about, option ones right now. Now you have option twos, a little bit more. They're a little bit more expensive. Now you see prices here. It says $115 for option one, a $10,000 account. Now that's not $27, right? That's not $27. And I don't think people are going to be paying $115 to trade a simulation account. So what these prop firms do, they give people like me coupons, and then I give the coupons out to my members or whoever I want to give the coupons out. The coupon is a promotional coupon, and they give them tremendous discounts. They're like 80 to 90% off the thing. So I always recommend people opening up an account about $50,000. Now, a couple things you need to know. Whatever account you open up here, which is called a qualification account, gives you a couple different things that you have to pay attention to. Profit target, maximum contracts, and max trailing drawdown. So what this is basically, each one of them gives you that setup, and each one costs a certain amount. So in this case, the 50K, which I recommend people starting at 50K, maybe going higher from that. Try not to go anything lower, because whatever you qualify it with, and you will qualify, whatever you qualify with, that is the size of the account that you're going to be trading real money with. So first of all, they give you the, so you open, say we're going to do the 50K account. Your maximum or your profit target means that you have to make $3,000 with the 50K using up to 7 contracts, trading the ES, E-mini, micro contracts, NASDAQ contracts, or Dow contracts. Futures, basically. You're using futures. And if this is something that you're not familiar with, or it's over your head, well, it's okay. It's just a trading vehicle that you're going to be trading, and you're going to be taking these signals, and I'm going to show you these signals. So again, you got to have a little basic knowledge to trade in to kind of get you through some of the early parts. But if you have any issues, feel free to reach out to me. I kind of have you know, about 1,000 videos on trading. I've been trading since 1996, and I've been teaching trading since 2007 live on Day Trading Radio. So this is where we do this on live each day on Day Trading Radio. So you can always head over there and see all the educational videos just to kind of get you started. All right. So again, you picked a 50K account. Your profit target means you have to make $3,000 using up to a maximum of 7 contracts. Your max trailing drawdown is $2,500, meaning you can't lose more than $2,500. Now, trailing drawdown, that little word trailing, means something. It means as you continue to profit, your drawdown, or you know, your stop, this is considered your stop loss. Once you lose this amount, your account gets shut down and you lose the you know, it's like it's game over, basically. Game over. You don't lose anything. You know, you just lost the money you put in to open up the account. Now let's get to the interesting part. It says $175 here. Well, like I said, I have coupon codes, and this month's coupon code is DTR, Day Trading Radio, DTR OCT, O-C-T, October. And now if we click on that and then scroll back up, you'll see that our 50K account now went down to $29.75. All right, $29.75. Lots of times we'll get this is about an 80 to 81% discount. Sometimes we get a 90% discount, which brings it down even lower, $24. Even I've seen this price come down to almost like $17. So There's some great opportunities out there, and I always let you know when those opportunities. I send these coupons out on my mail-in list on the site all the time. So if you want to see what the latest coupon is, just head over to DayTradingRadio.com. It'll be right there on the main account. So right now, you're only investing $29.75 to trade a 50K account. Right? It's making sense so far. I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. Alright, now you have to try to get through this. Now, the part I come into play is showing you how to trade and how to trade these setups. Now, if you're familiar with myself and Day Trading Radio, you know that we trade divergent style trading. I have signals, I have all kinds of tools, bots, instantaneous alerts that go out telling you when to get in and when to get out. And that's kind of a big help in itself right there. Now, remember, whatever account you open up with, like this case, that's the account. If you qualify, that's the account that you're going to trade if you qualify. And once you qualify, and just to kind of give you an example, say you want to do a $100,000 account. All right, you go back up here, you'll see that the discount brings it down to $36. 36 takes $178 off. $36. That is pretty damn cheap. Now imagine that you qualify. All you have to do is make $6,000, and that's not that hard with the alerts I give you. All right. The important thing is being disciplined and being patient, and do not trade anything other than the alerts, because then you will get chopped up. So you sign up, you get all that, and what the prop trading firm is going to do is they're going to give you a trading platform, the NinjaTrader platform. They're going to also give you a data feed, a license for the NinjaTrader platform, and of course the charts. All that comes all bundled, and you get that as an email, and you open that stuff up and you just set it up. I have videos on how to help you set that up, but it basically those give you the directions of how to set it up. So everything is supplied for you. Everything is supplied for that 36 and change. If that $100,000 account is something you want, I always say start with 50. It's a little bit cheaper, and that's a good place to start. Now I just want to jump ahead to show you, if you do qualify, you get what's called, after you qualify with your SIM account, your qualification account, which only costs you $20-something, maybe it costs you less, maybe you want a bigger size account and you wanted to trade bigger if you did qualify. But basically, if you put this comparison of trading your real money and trading futures, I always like to use the ES as an example, the S&P E-mini contract. For every point it moves, it's $50. So if a trade went against you and you had just one contract, you would lose $50. This whole platform and trading like this and having that drawdown of $3,500 and everything that comes along with this is only $27, $28, $29. All right, so it's an incredible, and you're not even risking your money other than the amount that you put in to get to. It's almost a video game. You have to just try to follow the rules, make the money, and then what happens after you make that money, you get what's called a master account. A master account is basically the same account, but now trading with real money. But the interesting thing is, you're not responsible for any of the money. It's the same thing. You don't even talk to anybody. It's not like, all right, John, you blew up our account. We had $50,000 in it. It was a master account. You're on the hook. No, it doesn't matter. It is. They have a trailing stop. The stipulate. When we talk about what we had for our qualification account with the $3,000 stop loss, carries over to the master account. So whatever the qualification account criteria was, now you're doing it with the master account. So you trade from day one, and what's great now is if you made like $10,000, you get all that. You get all that money without commissions. You earn up to 90% of your profits. That means there's a 90-10 split going forward. So if you continue to make profits and continue to trade, you get to wire out as much as you want, up to 90, you get 90% of the profits. And you're using the terminal for free. So you're now in a situation where you're trading, you're not putting your own money to risk. You got $100,000, maybe $50,000 that you're trading, and say you made $5,000. You could wire out $2,000 the next week to yourself. All right. So these are different tiers. We went over those. All right. These prices are, you don't have to worry about these because I have the coupon code DTROCT. You can apply it to any of these. It'll bring the price down 80%, so don't even think about this. And then, that's starting off and getting things. So let's go to how to make that money. All right, let's go to how to make that money. Before I go any further, they have a great help section here. If you just go up to the top of their site and you go to help or most frequent, the FAQ, the questions that most people ask. When you get to that master account, I almost kind of want to mention that the platform and stuff is free, but there is a fee now that you're trading real money and it becomes real deal here. So if you have that 50K account, there is a fee to start trading real money, but it's a one-time fee, and as long as the account stays open and everything continues to be good, there's no issues with it. So there is that one. That's how they make the money. That's their only take, though, to start off. After you qualify and to get that 50K real money, now that you are trading real money, you will pay them, depending on the size of the account, a one-time fee to be able to do that. So, just to kind of be transparent on that. But I still find that, $148 to have $50,000 and you're keeping anything that you make, you still have to make it. That's still a very, very good deal right there. And again, a lot of people have $100,000 accounts or $150,000 or $250,000 accounts. Yeah, that's kind of a little expensive though. But if you realize that you qualify with a $250,000 account and you're taking these signals, you know how much money you can make. I've seen people withdraw $10,000, $50,000 from their accounts, $50,000 from their accounts. So they're really, really, it's just a matter of how much you want to pay for how much risk you want. It's definitely worth it in either case. I like to stick to the 50K. I think kind of recommend starting off that. You could go down to 25K. Lots of times they won't give the coupon for the 10K one, so I wouldn't even mess with the 10K one. Right, well, as you know, or maybe you don't, I broadcast live every day, live on DayTraderRadio.com, and we concentrate a lot on this. We also trade for stocks and futures for longer term trades. If you have a portfolio that you're trying to make money over time, I have a great section for that, which is called the 10 for 1,000 watch list, and it really identifies quality names that set up as we'd like to see our setups. Now, the methodology that I use transcends across all time frames, and what I mean by that is we get the biggest moves in the shortest amount of time. Now, if you're looking at a time frame that you're looking at months and you want to hold something for months, we wait for the signals to come out on our monthly chart. If we want the biggest move to come out on a smaller time frame, say an intraday chart where we want to make money every day and take advantage of the range of the market range during the day. It might go up 10 points, come down 20 points, up 10 points, down 20 points. We want to be able to actively get those points, lock them in, watch our account go up and up. So I've developed a methodology that I consider the best thing out there, and we've built around it an alert system. Now, yesterday I was doing some more testing, and just always modifying things, I came across a huge, I should say, I made a huge improvement on the signals that has increased the probability of success. Even though it was over 75–80%, it rose that up so much that you actually could see the timing here is impeccable. The blue bars that you see are what we call super signals. And super signals are a combination of conditions that all line up. Now, again, if you're familiar with me trading, you pretty much know what these conditions are. I'm not going to go into the video right now on how we identify these levels, but just know that they automatically are placed on the chart, and we have our bots take these charts. Now, as these things set up, I send out the alerts to the members. All right, so we might have a super signal here. Now, for example, super signal here came in at 59.75 and it went up to 64. So maybe 5 points. 5 points here. You know, most of these on average, a super signal will give you between 5 and 10 points, believe it or not. And this is off the. And again, I'm not going to go into the time frame and stuff. This is kind of a really. Again, watch the video yesterday if you want to see how these videos, how these alerts are set up. Now, remember, our goal is to make, and we'll use the 50K account as an example. All right, let's use that as the example. Now, you can see with the 50K account here, your profit target, you have to get over $3,000 without losing $2,500. So, with that in mind, the $3,000 target, let's go back to our charts. When we have an ES, or actually when we have a super signal, we want to trade the ES mini contract. The S&P mini, it's called the E-mini contract, which basically for each contract that moves $1 is $50. Now, remember, we're allowed up to 7 contracts. 7 contracts. So, if we have a super signal, all right, and you trade all 7 contracts, and if you remember that 1 point equals $50, then 1 point on all 7 contracts is $350. 50 times 7, 1 point, $350. Now, if you have 5 points on a trade, 5 points. All right, now I'm just showing you, relationship to how many contracts you can get with that 50K account, 7 contracts. Now, there's 2 type of, there's multiple different futures contracts you could trade between the NASDAQ, the Dow, the S&P E-mini, and then we have the micros, which are 1/10 of the ES E-mini contract. And so when I say MES, that 1 point only, 1 point on the ES equals $50. 1 point on the MES equals $5. So there's a big difference on that. So when we get a super signal, when you get an alert, I recommend going in with the ES because that's where we have to get. We have to get bigger money profits. Now, again, if you used all your contracts and you got a 5-point move, that's $1,750. Basically, you could qualify in 2 trades on 5 points. Most of the super signals give you 5 points. Some of these give you 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 points. If you went all in, you got 10 points, 1 trade would actually qualify you for your account. So that's why this is so important to understand the importance of taking the trade when you have it. I make the analogy all the time as taking the bat off your shoulder when you have your pitch. This is exactly what you need to do. Same thing for those poker players out there. When you have a great hand, you have to bet. This is a very low risk, high reward project, experiment, a simulation that once you qualify, then you have real money that you could trade with. So you might as well take your shot when you have these alerts. Now, how do you get these alerts? Well, let's go back to the let's go back to the signals here, and I'm not going to go into the signals yet, but as you can see, most of these signals will give you 5 points. Now this isn't a very downward trending market. This is against the grain. When you have the markets moving up, these signals tend to be huge. You know, and once you qualify, we go what's in maintenance mode. When you have a high probability zone and you get the alert, you should trade the ES. When you qualify and you have to get a minimum certain trading days, I think it's like 5 to 7 days, you have to be trading before you qualify. You can't just do it in one day. So once you qualify, it's important not to give that money back. So what we do is we tend to cut back on our trading and switch over to the MES, which is you know, not as volatile. It's not going to give you the big moves, but it's not going to give you the big losses either if you did happen to get on the wrong side of a trade, or there might have been news out there. So I call it maintenance mode. But as you can see, these blue lines are what I identify during the day with our bots and stuff, and those get sent out to you. And there's going to be other ones that I send out that maybe the bot doesn't even pick up. But as you can see, especially this one here, 92. I mean, that went up to 82. What was that? 62 went up to 90, 82. That's 20-point moves. I mean, all we're looking for 5-point moves, you know, and we know how to take those off, and I you know, I adjust those for you also. Now, even though the parameters are set on this to get in and get out and take profits, you could take these much, you know, look at the setups here, and do you notice something on these? How well they are picking the bottoms, and then you get out, and how well they're taking. Well, there's a strategy behind our method, and I explain to you and teach how to get in and how to get out, and especially using your 9-3 stochastic oscillator. Your stochastics are very important on your entry and on your exit, and I go over that all, you know, with my courses and stuff, and you know, just a lot of free information on Day Trading Radio if you go to the YouTube site and stuff. But as you can see, there is many opportunities in the market. We don't trade them every single minute of the trade. We wait for those higher probability setups to set up. All right. How do you get the alerts now? So let's go to that. Now, of course, one way of getting the alerts is just going to DayTradingRadio.com and watching the show live. All right. But if you're not in front of the computer and you want to, maybe you're working and you want to get, you know, you say, all right, Johnny's giving me a super signal. I want to check it out. Let me get the audio alert set up on my phone. You'll hear the audio alert come across. Hey, there's a super signal at 4246 at 10:15. So you'll see that live. You look at your clock. Oh, it's 10:15. It's you know, I said let me check my my chart. Maybe I want to get in here, or turn on the show and maybe tune in and start to see some trades. All it takes is a couple good trades and you're qualifying, and then what you do is you get that live account, and then you do the same thing. And once you start profiting, you start to wire that money out into your own account, and you make that money with very minimal initial investment. All right, if you head over to Day Trading Radio, you'll see that we're actually doing a sale right now, but you can scroll down. There's a lot of information here for free. Again, I would just go up here to this link right up here, follow these steps to pass your prop trading evaluation. And this is a great little link because it's going to set you up, and it's going to give you a lot of good information here. It's going to show you step by step how to set up the alerts, how to, you know, apply the coupon, where to apply the coupon, and basically, if you're not familiar, how to set up the Bulenox thing, all that information there. And then, of course, the super signals, what type of super signals you get here with Day Trading Radio. Now, this is a little, I'm going to be updating this tonight, so you probably see some new things on here based off of the super signal, because I don't have the, you know, this basically shows us how we identify the super signal. All these trades on here, all these charts are really just good information. It's kind of a guidebook on how do we identify our trades and stuff. So I definitely recommend heading over there, checking out that link. Most of the setups are there and defined and explained how we, it's just a good course. It's actually a free lesson of super signals. If we go back to our go back here a second. If you log in, if you are a member, and there is a free membership available, if you go to dtr.tv/free, and you put in your, it's very simple to just go to that dtr.tv/free. It's a kind of a hidden link. You'll see a free 10-day open house. No credit card is needed. And with that, you just put your name, pick a username, and choose a password, and then continue, send it in, and then I'll okay it, and then you'll have access to the site, which is absolutely fantastic because you get to try out everything. Just put in your password that you picked and your username, log on, and it'll go to your dashboard here. And your dashboard is your trading dashboard. All here is how you set up all your alerts. We have our live news, instantaneous. Right now it's off for the radio because I'm doing some work here, so I'm off. But normally our charts would be right there, and I'm using it. You have the Rockbot here, the tradeometer. The tradeometer gives you those signals. You just click on that, and that'll open up. That's the tradeometer. That also gives you signals. And then we have the Rockbot right here, Rockbot channel. Actually, I have that down too because I'm working on the site right now. Let me fix that right now so you can see that. Alright, I just restarted all the streams there. So here's your main stream. This is where you get your trade alerts. You set up your alert management system up here. There's the forums and stuff. There's a lot of things going on here. This is not about the you could go explore it for days, and there's so much information, especially in the forums and the playbook, the HBS video. Like I said, if you want to click on the Rockbot, you will get the Rockbot viewer, which will load up here. I'm going to reload it here for you. It'll come up with that screen there, and then it'll take a second just to start up, and then you'll see that Rockbot. And then this week we'll be running this script that you see I was just talking about. We'll be running that blue script. We're going to be paying attention to the blue lines. Alright, so that's where everything up and working on that. This will be the prop trade account, which you'll see me trading. So there's multiple screens you'll be watching. So now for the audio alerts, which are really important. When we're talking about getting the audio super signal alerts instantaneous, this is what you want to do. Alright, well, here you have the Zello network. The Zello is something that you're going to download on your phone. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So you're going to download it. You're going to do a search on your app for Zello. You're going to see the symbol. It's going to look like that. You're going to download it onto your phone. Alright? Now I have a video that I'll post in the description that's kind of breaks this down exactly, but I'm just showing you some screenshots from it. From that, you're going to connect to DayTraderRockStar. DayTraderRockStar is myself, and then you're going to do a search for DayTraderRockStar. Make sure the Zello is enabled on lock screen. Make sure that's green. That way you'll get the alerts when your phone is locked. You could just put your status on available or not available if you don't want to be bothered at night. If I see a super signal at night, I will send it out if I find it's important enough. All right, so that's really important to do that. Now this is from a video, And then when you're connected, I have a little symbol like this. You also have a symbol like that, but I'll be sending out the alerts. And this is from a couple of weeks ago. We just started it off. Now we have a lot of people connected to it. Futures, you're going to look for a category, or actually a what's called the Futures Trade Alert Network. It's a channel under my name, Futures Trade Alert Network, and you're going to join that Futures Trade Alert Network, and everyone's going to be together. So when I push out an alert, it's going to everyone who's in the Futures Trade Alert Network. It's very important also. Now, as a member, you also have access to the Tradeometer, and the Tradeometer will give you those instantaneous multiple time frame setups as part of the super signal. So this is one of the first bots that we wrote here on Day Trading Radio, which identifies short-term scalping zones. It's absolutely fantastic, and that runs every day, 24/7 for the futures. So we'd like to combine these alerts with the Rockbot alerts, plus my overall monitoring of the markets. And when we do send those out, that's what you want to get. So now you get those as a member, but like I said earlier, if you want these alerts and not a member of Day Trading Radio, or not a member of a lifetime or a yearly membership, and want to have access to these instantaneous audio alerts, you have to go to the Patreon site and pick on the Silver membership. Silver membership, it's only $20, and we give you some extra stuff. I just started this weekend, you know, and again, it's going to be going forward, new subscribers, the ones who are already in the system are good. We're beta testing this and everything, but going forward now, especially with these new alerts, you have to go on to the become a Silver member. If you're not a member of Day Trading Radio as a lifetime, yearly, or a what we call a plus membership, which includes the higher end Rockbot scripts and stuff. And you'll get the audio alerts. I'll send you an email how to connect. Each week there will be a password that when you log into your audio, I think we're going to do it monthly. Each month there'll be a password which will enable you to receive the audio alerts. So the Day Trading Radio, it's called Patreon/Day Trading Radio. All right. Now, there's also just a bronze membership, which is just a supporter of the site. If you believe in what we do here at Day Trading Radio and you like all the videos and stuff, this is a great way to just contribute and show your appreciation and show your support. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into all this. I'm working around the clock on getting these alerts out. So, very easy. I just started this up. I'd like to get some supporters on this. We even have a mentorship program. I just started. I'm only going to be taking 10 members. You can read more about that. That's one-on-one coaching. So definitely check out that. There'll be a link in the video description also on this. All right. Now you're going to find out how well these work, especially going into this week. We have some new parameters that I'm trying out. As you can see just on the chart itself, how well these things work. I could zoom out all the way to to the beginning of time, and you will see that these things are giving you the biggest moves. Very, very accurate. I'm super excited about that. I want people to support this project the best they can. So I think that's about it on this video. Just want to get that out. We have a new thing, and Monday, tomorrow, we'll be using this script, this new script that I put a video out yesterday on, showing you how to set it up and stuff. It's really intense. It's really good. So we're going to be using this one new script. I'm sure many people are going to be qualifying this week. And when you qualify, you get your pro account. And when you keep on getting those alerts, you keep on building those accounts. You just wire out money into your bank account, and this is an excellent way to make money with very little money to start off. So if you have any questions or comments, please like the video if you want more of this, and subscribe. The only way to get this is to subscribe and to like, and I'll definitely put some more out there, and use this video as a communication tool to me. If you have any questions or anything, just make a comment and I'll get back to you on that. All right, have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you in the markets tomorrow. If you might catch this video at another time, but we're always in the markets at DayTraderRadio.com.